Hello good people, thank you all for stopping by. Please support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, On the Eldo Talk Show, and follow us on our Facebook page, On the Eldo Talk Show, thank you. How Delta State and Edo State lavished over 842 million naira as pension on convicted ex-governors who embezzled funds. The two former governors, James Ibori of Delta State and Lucky Igbinadion of Edo State, were convicted for embezzling public funds between 1999 and 2007. The Delta and Edo State governments have spent over 842 million naira on pensions and benefits for two convicted ex-governors in the last 12 years, findings by Sunday Punch have shown. Ibori and Igbinedion had shortly before the end of their tenure signed laws that would guarantee life pensions and several benefits for them and their successors. Igbinadion stole billions of naira from the state's treasury and was convicted of money laundering and ordered to return 500 million naira as well as 3 houses. He was sentenced to 6 months in prison, but given the option of paying a fine of 3.5 million naira through a controversial plea bargain with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission in 2008. The former Edo State governor had, while in office, signed a law which made all former governors entitled to 100% of all allowances of sitting governors. The law also makes a former governor to be entitled to an officer not above grade level 12 as a special assistant and a personal secretary not below grade level 10 who shall be selected by the former governor from the public service of Edo State. According to the Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Commission, a governor's basic salary is 185,308 naira and 75 kobo, while he is entitled to a hardship allowance of 92,654 naira, 37 kobo, and a consistency allowance of 370,617 naira and 50 kobo, bringing the total monthly package to 648,580 naira and 62 kobo, or 7.7 million naira per year. The special assistants and personal secretary are not expected to earn less than 350,000 naira jointly, based on the civil service salary structure. This implies that Igbinadion has earned about 92.4 million naira from the Edo State Treasury since leaving office, while 50.4 million naira has been spent on his aides, bringing the total to 142 million naira. For former Delta State Governor James Ibori, who served between 1999 and 2007, he signed into law the Delta State Governor and Deputy Governor Pension Rights and Other Benefits Law 2005, which was later amended in 2009. The law makes provision for an ex-governor to be paid allowances and other benefits which were pegged at 50 million per year. Such perks include 1 duplex in any city of their choice within Nigeria, 1 sport utility vehicle, and a backup car, replaceable every 2 years, an office with 4 aides, 2 security personnel, and a monthly salary, among others. This means that James Ibori has earned at least 600 million naira and house modestly estimated to be worth 100 million naira, bringing the total of funds spent on the former governor at 700 million naira. James Ibori was convicted on February 27, 2012, after pleading guilty to 10 counts of money laundering and conspiracy before a Southwark Crown Court in London for stealing £250 million. Defending the payment of the money to Ibori in 2012, the then Commissioner for Information, Mr. Chike Ogier, said Ibori would continue to be paid yearly until a court nullified his tenure in office. Ogier said this in reaction to an affidavit deposed to by the EFCC, which accused the state government of enriching the ex-governor. He said, "The truth is that, like every other elected governor who had served the state, Ibori was paid his pension entitlement and other benefits alongside his deputy under existing law. The law is the Delta State Governor and Deputy Governor Pension Rights and Other Benefits Law 2005 and the Delta State Governor and Deputy Governor Pension Rights and Other Benefits Amendment Law 2009. Speaking with the correspondent, the Deputy Director, Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, Kolawala Oluwadari, said the pension laws were hidden and several Freedom of Information requests sent to the several states were ignored. He said, "We found out in the course of our research that those laws are not accessible as they should be. Laws are a matter of public records and people should have them, but they are so challenging to get. They may say it is not deliberate. But if Sarah cannot get the law, you can imagine what others are facing. So what we did was to write Freedom of Information, FOL, to all the state governors, asking if they had pension laws or not, and reveal how much has been paid to ex-governors. But most of them did not respond, and we have gone to court over the matter. Oluwadari said there was a need to scrap the pension laws rather than targeting only those ex-governors who had been convicted. Unfortunately, one thing common with all the state laws, which complies with section 124(5), is that all the governors can only be denied benefits if they were impeached from office. So, there is no provision for what happens if a governor is convicted in these states. So, this is why you shouldn't have those laws in the first place, because if we start the argument of ex-convict, some people will still end up earning it. So, these laws shouldn't exist at all. When contacted on the telephone, the Delta State Commissioner for Information, Charles Nyangwu, said he was not conversant with the law, and for that reason, he could not tell if James Ibori was still being paid or not. Responding to a question, he said, "I don't know, I have not read the law. Go to the House of Assembly. I have not read the law." The spokesman for Edo State Governor, Crusoe Asegi, also said the governor's cabinet had been dissolved, and for that reason, he could not comment on the matter. However, a former governor in Edo State confirmed to a correspondent that indeed he had been receiving a pension. "It is true. I have been receiving a pension for the last 10 years based on the law that was signed by Lucky Igbinadion. However, I am not entitled to a 100 million naira house like Adams Oshiomhole. I receive just about 7 million naira a year, and I think it should be more. Because once you have been governor, there are certain jobs you cannot do anymore, and there is a status you have to maintain," he said. Meanwhile, the Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, Marcus Oner-Boone, said the Assembly had yet to meet to discuss the possibility of repealing the pension law for ex-governors and their deputies, noting that there were more pressing issues to be tackled. He said, "For now, we have not met concerning the scrapping of the pension for ex-governors and their deputies. But if there is anything like that, the press and the public will surely know. The challenge is that people look at laws from the surface and they spontaneously react to them. But if they know the details of these laws, they will understand the principle and what it seeks to achieve. I cannot tell you that we are against the payment of such pension or in support of it. People hear that they get jumbo pay, but the question is, how much do ex-governors and their deputies earn in Edo State? But the fact is that we have not sat to discuss the issue because there are more burning and pressing issues that affect the people that we need to quickly deal with by putting the right legislation in place that will create an enabling environment for development." My good people at home and in the diaspora, what is your take on this issue? Do you think the law should be repealed or it should continue as it has been since it came into force? I look forward to your feedback regarding this, thanks. Please share this report, thank you very much.